Oh dear Nikon, what are you doing? Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Thomas Love here from beautiful Vancouver, British Columbia, and today we're talking about Nikon because a few things are happening here and there recently. I'm thinking about the Z8, I'm thinking about the Zf, and there's no clear solution nor a clear path tracked for this camera and this brand that we all love. Now, I was a Nikon shooter prior to switching to Leica, and alright, hopefully this is not getting into the microphone. Guys, I was a Nikon shooter for oh so long. I loved my Nikon D750. I got plenty of glasses, Nikon glasses, VR glasses, Tamron glasses to get along with that camera, which I loved. And so when they finally announced and released the Nikon Z8, it looked to me it was the camera of the year. 2023, the best release ever was the Nikon Z8 because they were able to squeeze the Z9 into a smaller body. This is all what we were expecting, especially for the prosumer sector and not the professional sector. And so the Nikon Z9 came up with new news, new motion detection, and the Nikon Z8 came out with bigger sensors compared to the Z7 and Z6, and then with oh so good AF and tracking capabilities to get along with. And then we had the first recall. And it's not about any new special feature, it's not about any new alien technology they were not yet mastering. It was all about mechanical stuff that Nikon has been doing for decades right now. So a few of you found themselves juggling with the glass falling off from the camera, and then eventually there was the very first official recall. You all sent your camera back in to get it fixed, and so now the Z-mount is perfect. It was perfectible, and now the second recall happened because a few of you found themselves juggling with the camera that was falling off the strap, and so the anchor points in the body were fallible, and so now you will be able, I don't know about other regions, but at least Nikon USA here in North America, they are recalling those cameras back to fix the anchor point for the straps. And these are just minor flaws, guys. We know shit happens, but 2 times in a brand new camera, I do understand it's frustrating when you purchase a brand new camera rather than keep going out and shooting with that, having to send it back once or twice. So congrats for the few of you who didn't send it back right away after the first recall. So right now you can send it back and have the 2 minor issues fixed altogether. Then separate thing is about the Nikon Zf. We are all expecting the official announcement. We had a few leaks. They were assessing certain things, such as you will not have a stock sensor, while eventually the latest leaks they are talking about the BSI stacked sensor 24 or 25 megapixel, and eventually it's gonna be a brand new sensor compared to the Nikon Z6. So we don't know what to expect out of it. They only are saying that we might be expecting a stacking of the files in order to have a super duper high resolution coming from that camera. So eventually, if you want to leave it there on a tripod and stack a few shots together, you might have like a, I don't know, 96 megapixel, I'm just guessing. But apart from that, guys, I was also expecting the camera to have some retro glasses to get along with. They're talking about bundles with existing glasses. Probably the most suitable to my kind of use would be the bundle with the 40mm f2, which might be a very good one lens only. So let's see, because this camera is supposed to have 4K 60. We don't know in 1080p how slow would be the slow motion, but if you need 4K, you will have it in the camera. If you want a solid grip, you will have it in this camera. If you want a nice battery, you will have it in the camera, and you can pick up all the Z-mount glasses despite there are no dedicated retro style ones. While when they released the Nikon Zf back then, it was only one step beyond as DSLR versus film cameras, and so it was getting along very well with the retro F-mount glasses because all of them were coming from decades prior to that.
So just as a recap, we will have a black camera body, 24.4 megapixel BSI sensor, up to 30 frames per second when shooting JPEG, so no RAW, 4K 60 video, and most important, pixel shift for the very first time in a Nikon mirrorless camera.
So with that, I hope you got some value out of this video. If you did, please remember to like it, share it on social media, subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any videos to come, and I guess we'll see you later. Thank you.